Hey guys, and welcome back to this video where somebody, it says, has got their car stuck in a snowbank. So this was a user requested video that I picked up today. And so what is done is, all it is, it's a sum of the force question. There's actually a tree tied over here, and somebody has attached a rope, and instead of trying to pull the car out of the snowbank, it says they are leaning against the rope with a force of 300 newtons in an attempt to pull the car out of the snowbank. Now, a little bit of gray area on this problem. We're going to end up finding the tension in this cable. We'll call it tension 2. We'll call this one over here tension 1. What's cool, part of this will be easy. If it's in the middle, then it's going to be the same angle on both these. So that'll kind of make our lives a little bit simpler. Matter of fact, it'll mean that T1 is actually equal to T2. So there's kind of a positive from this standpoint. So anyway, we've got essentially the problem. So let's see if we can find that T2. And I guess if we want to be nitpicky, we can go through and we can even calculate our angles. Because if you look, if this is 15 meters across, then this is 7.5 meters. So we could do a little shift tangent. Sorry, my calculator is so small. It's the way it starts if I start it in tablet mode. 7.5. So we've got an angle, not much of an angle, 2.3 degrees. So we've got an angle of 2.3 degrees as we sit here and take a look at this little thing. All right, so we've got that. Well, let's just go straight for some of the forces then. So a sum of the forces X would be equal to T1 cosine of T1, it's a weird T, T1 cosine of 2.3, and then we would subtract T2, it would also be cosine of 2.3, and all that would be equal to 0, which the beauty in that is the cosines cancel, and we know that T1 is the same as T2. Well, let's do our sum of the forces Y. So our sum of the forces Y would be equal to T1 sine of 2.3 plus T2 sine of 2.3, and then minus 300, the only thing going down, and that's equal to 0. And so the physics in this problem is actually over. So we can go ahead and do something. We can go ahead and substitute T1 and T2 since they are the same. So let's also do this. What is sine of 2.3? So sine of 2.3 is 0.04. So let's see what we got here. We got and I'm going to go ahead and do something. I'm going to substitute T2 for that. So this would be 0.04 T2 plus 0.04 T2 is equal to 300. And so that's what? 0.08 T2 equals 300. So T2 is actually, now that we're to this point, so let's go for it. 300 divided by 0.08. Wow, a tremendous amount of force. 3,750 newtons in T2. And now I'm not sure what somebody actually wanted, because this force would be 3,750. So if you wanted to, you could go back. I don't know if the problem asked the student that or not, but if you wanted to, they could go back and they could actually break that up into a horizontal component by multiplying by the cosine of 2.3, and they could find the vertical component of that angle by multiplying by sine. But anyway, that should be somewhere where we're at in this problem. So hope that one's helped you guys. Thanks for watching.